thing, innit? A dishwasher. I mean, look down our street, how many will have them?
Not many.
Yeah, they might on the other side, Snob Row.
Where are we going to put it?
You tell me, we our idea.
I know. Tricky, though, the big beggars.
Yeah, 600 odd quid. We could get a right good one, look.
And the plumbing, you know, that costs.
Oh, well, we'll stick it in the yard and squirt hose in it. Whose idea were this?
I know, I'm just saying, it needs thinking about.
It weren't my idea.
I know. Good idea, though, wasn't it, Jude? I mean, save your hands.
Oh, well, it's true love, Gary. Did you get a flush of a poor Jude and a poor little hands?
Well, you're my Jude, aren't you?
Weren't even my birthday.
Well, dishwasher were one idea. It doesn't have to be a dishwasher.
You just wanted to spend some money on me.
Right.
Why?
Well, like you said, Jude, true love.
Well, I'll be gone, Kelly. Well, yes, Kevin will hang on. He's going to have to now, isn't he? It's Kelly. She's going to be late again.
Yeah, so I'm going to be late again.
Yeah, well, it don't matter because you're chucking that job this week.
Seems like.
Kevin, I hope you're not chickening out.
Look, I can be worried, can't I? You'll allow me that, won't you?
Kevin?
What? Look, listen, I'm not chickening out, but it's not you who's committing yourself to 25 grand,
What
is
are you
it?
talking about? This is me just as much as you.
Yeah, well, we don't even know it is 25 grand yet. We've only got Josie's say-so.
Hey, I'm in this just as much as you are, all right?
Yeah, but if anything goes wrong, it won't be your fault, will it?
Yes, actually.
How come?
Because I'll have back to loser.
Yeah, well, I thought you did that when you married me.
Well, I didn't think so until you just said that.
Anyway, why are we rowing? I'm not going to chicken out.
Good. Now fund the bank.
Yes.
Hey, I didn't marry a loser.
All right. Cheers, mate. I'm going to get off.
Hey, all the best, son.
See you again, all right. See you later, Bill.
See you, lad.
Well, he's away on. Move in with his girlfriend. Fair play to him, mate.
So you got the house to yourself then?
I know, I'm going to enjoy that. See what happens when Stevie comes home, you know.
What's today? You got to Southall Street, is it?
Aye, certainly is. Down there today to see him.
Oh, lad,
I'll tell you what, Willie. Closer to him now, and I have been for a long time, let me tell you.
Because Andy's leaving, like.
I think I might be clinging on to something. Well, you might be right, I suppose. What about you, Mickey? All right?
Did you store with that lot in your house?
Well, overnight, aye.
And then load it every morning, traipsing it through your house?
Yeah, certainly. We like the exercise.
Oh, there's no need to do that. I've got a unit over there lying empty.
Oh, have you now? Yeah, well, you know, isn't he the philanthropist? You know, he's just suggested that out of the goodness of his heart, so he has.
Oh, yeah, and he doesn't want pain and anything.
Not
He's
at
just
all.
worried about your
Oh,
car.
yeah, indeed.
I've been around this street too long. People are getting to know me. Ah, there she is.
Hi, you're back.
Yeah, I thought I'd run you in. Philanthropist, you see.
Hey, curb crawler more like. Don't do it, Sally.
So how was your holiday?
Oh, expensive. How's my business? Have I still got one?
Yeah, of course you have. No problems.
Right, jump in and tell me all about it.
What do you want from her?
The lot.
Well, there's your problem. Claire's got a kid to think about. So deep down, she's thinking fathers. She needs more than sex.
I'm not talking about sex, I mean... Look, I've been with that many women, I couldn't give her stuff. Claire's different. She's worth something.
Whoa, Des. This is a single man talking here.
I've got the T-shirt. All I know is we could be best of friends, couldn't be closer. Then she suddenly pulls back, just leaves me for dead.
A bloke who's been about a bit, you haven't learned much, have you?
She's not a tease, Sean.
Look, she's a widow with a kid. She can't go flinging herself at people.
Who said people? I said me.
Look, she's human. She fancies you. God knows why, but women are weird. So she wants you. But as soon as she starts thinking about it, this little voice starts up. What about Becky? What about, you know, what's his name, the dead husband?
Jeff.
Yeah, so she pulls back. Of course she does. Because in her eyes, she'd be a slag if she didn't. Or rather, Becky's eyes, and it's Becky's eyes she's looking through.
She knows I'm not just after sex.
Jeff died, though. That's a very big one.
Yeah, it's a big one for me and all. Listen to the way Becky speaks about him like he's some sort of war hero. Follow that. He don't reckon me.
What do you expect?
I like kids. I get on with them.
But you're trying to take her mum off her. You won't do that without a fight.
Of course I'm not.
Of course you are.
I don't want to cut Becky out. I wouldn't dream of it.
Look, Des. Becky's had it on the plate, that's obvious. Anyone who looks at her mum, anyone, is going to change all that. Do you wish you hadn't gone on the boat?
No. Well, maybe there was better places we could have gone. But I don't regret the three of us going away.
But it was hard work.
Oh, yeah.
And you still want more?
I'm not giving up, if that's what you mean.
Sounds like love to me, Desmond.
And Becky's at guide camp this week.
You just said you didn't want to cut her out.
Do you know, I don't think I've ever been out with a woman that I've worked with that's been over me. All the women that I've been out with that I've worked with have been under me.
Yeah, and you've had the tribunals to prove it.
Hey.
Look, I won't have a problem with that, Curly.
Yeah, just don't mention tribunals.
Look, in here, Anne's the boss. But we know that's nominal. I mean, we both know where we stand.
Sure.
Here, Curly thinks I'm going to have a bit of a problem with you being my boss.
I never said that.
Or more or less.
Sorry, is this a coffee break?
I don't know. Is it?
Could be. I'm due one.
That's okay then.
You cracking the whip?
People mustn't think you're getting special treatment, Andy.
Sure. So who gets the coffee?
You better get your own.
Oh, have you heard her?
Andy.
I was only joking.
Well, don't. It's okay in here, but well, we ought to be careful.
Right.
Don't you think?
Probably, yeah, for the best.
What are you doing in here anyway?
Me and Curly were just having a chat. Why not?
It should be Mr. Watt, shouldn't it?
Oh, come on.
Shouldn't it?
On the shop floor, yes.
We're not on the shop floor.
And I should be Ms. Malone.
Anne?
I mean it.
Ms?
Yes, Ms. Got a problem?
You drawing the lines up here, yeah? OK then, Ms. I shall go and get my own coffee, Ms. One for you, Ms.
No, thank you. I'm not on my coffee break.
Girls on top, eh, Andy? No problem.
Is me mummy?
She's still got half an hour to do.
Oh, well, I can't stop. Will you tell her I'll see you later?
Right.
Samantha not on?
It's a day off, you should know that. 8 and be sharp in tonight.
Right.
I haven't seen Gail and Martin, but I got it from Mavis, who they used to use before they invented the tannoy. It's a video recording of a lad drawing money out on Nick's cash card. But the lad isn't Nick. So now they're thinking all sorts of things, and can you wonder?
I must see Gail and Martin and tell them I feel for them. You know, the more I think about parenthood, the more impossible it seems. I mean, take me, for example. I mean, potentially I'm a very good parent. For the start, I've had some practice. And for all is a tired old cliché, older and wiser must count for something. And I finally feel old enough to take the responsibility.
You're on your own, though.
Sorry?
Well, I'm saying you're on your own. 2 parents are better than 1.
Well, very possibly, presuming 2 good parents. Plus, I'm not led by ego and eros the way that young men are.
You mean you're not wanting to bed everything in sight anymore? Well, yes. You're getting on.
Thank you! But even so, when Daniel's 16, he could go out one night, he could take a bad drug, he could get knifed by a psychopath, or even worse, he could just disappear, no trace of him at all.
But the better the parent, the better chance you give them. And it's very unlikely, Ken.
Well, I wouldn't be Gail and Martin. I mean, it's the utter selfishness of the kids today.
So it's kids in it. A minute ago it was all life and fate.
Look, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to make a point here.
You're right, and it's a good point, and I believe you.
What are you talking about?
You're saying you're getting older, and I'm saying I believe you.
Hiya.
Oh, hiya, love. Pint is there.
Yeah, go on then. You're not busy, are you?
Why?
Is Samantha not on?
Do you know your wife were asking that just now?
Was she? What for?
Well, I don't know, do I? Look, it's a day off. Judy should have known that.
Hang on, I can't hear you. All right. Suppose I offered you 25,000. I don't know. Yeah, OK, I'm offering. You might think about it, right? Well, I'll get back to you.
What's up?
Thanks. Drive your Potter.
What, are you after a loan?
No, well, not yet. It's not what you think. MVB Motors, I can get it for 25 grand. At least I think I can. He don't seem sure himself. Well, how come? Look, don't ask me. They close a business down and sell it for half of what it's worth. It's the way they work.
25 grand. It's got to be worth that.
Does, doesn't it?
No.
Oh, Vera, is Joyce in?
Do you know, I should have a sign over my head. Who's in and who's out. She's still cleaning.
Oh, well, I'll have a small Irish while I'm waiting then.
Right. Right, Vera, I've done. Here, your lass were looking for you. Oh.
Vera? I thought you said it was Samantha she was after.
Well, her and all. Anyway, she couldn't stop.
Is Mr. Gilroy in?
Do you know, I should make a list.
Over here, Joyce.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
And whatever Joyce is having, Vera.
Vera, you haven't seen her plats by any chance, have you?
Do you know I'm a flaming secretary?
Oh, Alec, has Norris been in? Well, I should ask Vera if I were you.
What?
Sally's so confident. She just says go for it. And I will as well. I mean, like you said, it's got to be worth 25. But if I'm honest, I just prefer a wage, Tony. Sally says that's unambitious. Tell you, if I had half Sal's ambition, I'd have garages all over the place now, but I don't. I just like a wage.
Yeah, you got to be true to yourself.
Right, you have. You can't be something you're not. All right, it's the right price now, and I feel fine about it. But if I'd listened to Sal, I would have bought it for 40 grand. And then what? We would have been paying that much back and the loan. Well, now look at us, eh? 15 grand cheaper. Well, we think so anyway. Tell you, I think someone's looking after us.
I'd buy it for 25 grand.
You would?
Definite.
Yeah. Sal said we should just go for it as well. Women are easier about stuff like that, aren't they? Find it easier than blokes to spend money.
Not all.
No, not all, but Sal does. So if I didn't go for it, you'd get a loan off your dad, would you?
Got to be worth it.
It's got to be, hasn't it?
I got the impression you were looking for me.
Well, you were right.
Flattered.
Cheers.
Cheers. Was it out in particular?
Well, have a look at this.
Driftwood Hall Hotel.
Yes, it's deluxe and it's in the lakes. It's got good views, cuisine, and in every room a trouser press. Looks grand, doesn't it?
It's the sort of place you get a shower cap.
Several clients have spoken very highly of it.
Looks wonderful.
So how are you fixed next week?
In what sense?
Well, I'm booked in and I'd be honoured if you'd accompany me.
Little me.
Little you.
Now, I don't want to sound dreary, but what exactly is the deal?
Separate rooms, Joyce. I mean, 2 rooms, no question. You mustn't think that they're...
No.
It's got pitch and putt as well.
I'd be honoured.
But what do you think?
Well, have you thought ahead, Alec?
On to when?
Coming back. It could be a bit difficult, me coming back to cleaning for you after we've been away together.
Do you think it might?
It could, couldn't it?
Might that affect things?
It might.
Oh, well, I'm very sad, Joyce. Still, never mind. Another life, eh?
All you have to do is propose me. It's not as straightforward as that, old man. Well, come on, Norris. You're always trumpeting about this famous friendship of ours. So what's it worth? Get me into the Square Dealers. I know you can do it. That's a very exclusive organisation. Look, Tommy Mook's pushing up daisies, so we know there's a vacancy. Why can't I fill it? Poor Tommy's barely cold. I can't possibly consider replacements. Well, not until after the memorial service. Don't play the innocent, Norris. Nothing to do with backhanders, is it, your world? Nothing to do with I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine. Oh, come on, Norris. What do I have to scratch?
A square deal. A deal's square. And if a deal's square, then it's a square deal.
So what?
I think you're suggesting a rhomboid.
Oh, it could be rather exciting. Because it's like Cinders to the ball, out for the night with her Prince Charming. And it's back to the cold hearth next day, but my word, she's had a good time of it.
You mean you'll come?
Why not? I think I'd like it.
And it wouldn't affect things?
Not if I'm careful.
I hope I've not done the wrong thing in asking you.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm flattered.
Because cleaners are very hard to come by, you know. My motto is if you get a good one, hold on. So if you can handle it, welcome to the ball.
just try and forget it's your old man speaking to you, all right? Just listen to me. You're a cracking young fella, Stephen. You've a whole lot going for you. You've got loads of energy, loads of talent, bucketfuls of charm. You've just lost your way a wee bit, you know what I mean? You get frustrated. Next thing you know, you're mixing with a load of scumbags, and before you know it, here you are in the big house. Eh?
Well, so it goes.
Yeah, well, so it goes. Look, Stephen, you need, like, direction. You need to know what you're doing with your life. So what I'm saying to you is, when you get out of here, there's a job waiting for you, honest to God there is. I promise you that. I mean, this building lark me and Billy fell into, there's loads of work. There's bags full of opportunities. I know what you're like, Stephen. You're one of these guys, you think about Ferraris all the time. Well, who knows, 10, 15 years down the road, if you work hard, knuckle down, eh? But driving one, maybe even sooner. It's up to you, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, beats the hell out of being in here, doesn't it?
Well, that's true.
McDonald and Son. It's got a bit of a ring to it, you have to admit.
Well, yeah, it sounds great.
McDonald and Son. Tell you what, son. You and me, we haven't half messed up, eh? Listen, Stephen. I firmly believe that you being in here is my fault.
No.
Yes, it is. Whatever I didn't stop you getting in here. And surely to God, it's a father's first responsibility to look after his son, isn't it?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well, nothing. That's why I'm promising you two things. First, when you get out of here, you've got yourself a job. The second thing is you've got yourself a home. Get yourself back to the house. You can stay there rent-free till you've got your feet back on the ground, okay?
That's very generous.
Don't mention it. I owe you, Stephen.
I did tell you, Julie. I know, I just forgot. Right then, well, I'll tell you again so that you just remember. New stock goes under old stock so that old stock sells first. Just do it right, please.
Afternoon, Miss Boss.
Please, Andy.
What's up?
Don't send me up in front of the staff, and especially not Julie. What's a problem with her?
Oh, you mean she won't call you Ms?
No, I mean she's hopeless.
It's quite decorative, though.
Shall I bring the fish fingers through now?
Of course, I told you twice this morning.
Well, I can't do everything.
What can you do?
Vicious.
She's on her way out, actually.
What, you mean sacked? It's a bit strong, isn't it?
Want to do my job for me?
Oh, you wouldn't have to call me Ms.
You're dressed.
Yeah.
I can't stand this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's always Becky you had to get home for. I accept that. I would never try and stop it. But she's at camp. Surely for once we can spend the night together.
It's hard to explain.
Yeah, well, it's becoming very clear, actually. You just don't want to.
No.
You're not 16 anymore, Claire. You don't have to rush back for Mummy and Daddy.
Well, I do, actually. Exactly that. Look, I've got to protect them.
Oh, come on. He was your husband. They should be protecting you. Do they think that you don't have needs? Do they think that you don't hurt? This means you can never be with anyone in case you desecrate his memory.
But they're lovely people, Des. I mean, they don't make me do anything. But I just can't bear to hurt them. When the time's right, I'll tell them. But not before I'm sure myself.
Sure of what?
Sure of you.
How do we get to be sure if we don't spend time together?
I think we will.
It's interesting who comes first.
Oh, Des.
No, I accept Becky. She has to. It's a bit more difficult with your parents-in-law.
It won't be forever.
Do me a favour. Ring 'em.
No.
You don't have to tell 'em. Lie. Say you're with a girlfriend. For me.
I'll ring you tomorrow.
Don't shake it up, Sally will go mad if it goes on the carpet.
Now settle down, both of you, and I'll be up in 10 minutes to say goodnight.
No.
Oh, you bought the garage then?
Hang about, it's not as simple as that,
No,
Sal.
well, you're obviously chuffed about something.
Hey, she's not daft arsehole, is she? No, I've been to the bank and I'm more or less damn it gone to her, except 25,000.
Kevin, that's brilliant.
Yeah, and I've asked Tony here.
And you willing to come and work for us?
Well, yeah, in a way.
We're going in together, him and me.
What do you mean?
A partnership, Tony and me. We're buying half each.
Oh,
Oh,
I see.
makes perfect sense. It's a great idea.
You mean you've got him to hold your hand?
Sal?
No, I'm sorry, Tony, but this is not what I thought.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry too, Sal, but it's what's happening. Me and Tony work well together. We trust each other and we've both been dropped in it by Don Brennan. Look, we both want the place, we both think it's a good price. What am I supposed to do? Say, sorry, mate, I was here first. And for all you think of my wimp, I want Tony in with me. Because I'm not a natural at this game.
Here, you're telling me.
Yeah, OK. But at least I know. Do you want me to go down the same road as Don Brennan? Pretend I'm a big tycoon, louse things up and put people on the street? Because I'm not ready for that, Sal. Tony's coming in with me. No, we're going in together. Now, that might not make me a dynamic businessman, but it makes me true to myself. And if you had any sense, you'd value that.
Well, I suppose I do, really. I'm sorry, Tony, this is nothing against you.
It's okay, Sal.
This is just really disappointing. But you're right, Kevin, you have to be true to yourself. You're the one who's going to be running the place.
Thanks.
I'll come round to it.
It's a travel agent's perk and he's pretending he's a big cheese. You know, it's a few days away in the lakes, so can't go far wrong.
And bed?
No.
At bed?
No. No, it's probably past it.
You were.
Stop it. Stop it!
Your tea's in the oven.
No, it's not. And it was good Jutta.
Here, did you find her, you two?
I do.
Samantha. Well, you were both after her today.
No. Did you?
No.
Get us another gin, love. Just
right.
off to the loo.
Why were you after her?
Bike, why were you?
I was just making conversation with her.
See, there's some tools I ought to pass on, really.
All right. So why didn't you tell me?
Didn't know I had to. Be good though, won't it? Dishwasher.
Won't it? And isn't it funny how you hadn't thought where it'd go?
Yeah, I'm thick, mate.
Thick. And up to something.
Anyway, I told him, Billy, he can stay at home no cost, you know what I mean?
You've done a good thing there, Jim.
I think I have. At least now he knows he's got a home and he's still got a daddy.
Well, I didn't want to hurt his feelings, so I put on my best grateful face, nodded, said, yeah, that'd be great, and that.
So you've got a job and a home to go to. Well, don't knock it, Stevie. And tell the parole board, because that's exactly what they want to hear.
Honestly, poor old kid. He kept rattling on about McDonald's and something in his new building business. He's wrapped with guilt, you see. He reckons it's his fault a minute. Up until I get out, get up his nose, and then it'll be all my fault again, but there you go. So, McDonald's and Son, can you believe it?
So what are you going to do when you get out?
We'll have to wait and see.
I reckon we could probably do business, you know.
You got something in mind?
Well, not at the moment. Not much point, is there? But there's time.
Well, there's always time.